Hi, my name's Alex Flynn. I'm 38 years old. I'm an adventure racer, runner. I do triathlons, and I also have Parkinson's disease. When I was first diagnosed, I did the barrage of tests and went back to the neurologist who told me initially that I had Parkinson's, and he confirmed it. And that was it. There was no backup, no master plan. We'll see you in a couple of weeks down the hospital. For me to be diagnosed with a chronic neurologically degenerative disease, there was nothing. I mean, the effect was that initially I was completely in shock. You know, you don't expect to be, at that time, I was 36, and to be told you've got something that will stop you moving eventually, and you're going to have to take drugs for the rest of your life, and who knows what will happen. So I've been living with Parkinson's disease for the past 2.5 years, and it will stop me running. So the days of my doing marathons non-stop, running like the wind, they're gone. But the positive thing is that it drives me forward to do bigger and better things. And so I put up a Just Giving site and said, look, I'm going to raise £1 million. And one of my friends, Rich Murray, said, what are you going to do for that? I said, I'm going to do a bunch of races. He said, well, how far is that? So I said, well, what about 1,000,000 meters, £1 a meter? He said, yeah, that's great. And then I rethought, 1,000,000 meters isn't really that far. So let's make it 10 million meters, which is roughly just 6,250 miles. And the main rule is that I run these and I race these only in races, so that the distance in races only count. And I set an end date of 2014, and as a consequence, so far I've done some incredible races, and I went back into earlier this year in 2010 and became the first Parkinson's sufferer to complete the Marathon des Sables in temperatures of averaging about 143 degrees every day, and it was fantastic, really good.
Joining me today, it's Alex Flynn and his wife, Aurelie. How old are you?
I'm 38 and I was diagnosed 2 years ago.
It must have been so shocking. And how unusual is it for someone of your age to be struck down?
The earliest sufferer I've heard of was a 9-year-old girl.
See, now this is something that we don't know. As I said before, we thought it was associated with growing older. What can we do? What can you do?
Currently, there isn't a cure. There's medication to treat the symptoms, but invariably your body gets used to the medication and the symptoms become worse. So I've decided to raise £1 million to try and find research for it.
No, that's what you have to do, isn't it? I guess.
Parkinson's is a debilitating, horrific and terrible disease. There needs to be change, and there needs to be something better, and there needs to be a cure. I'm really, really positive that something good will come out of my 10 millimeter challenge. I believe that there will be a cure. When that will happen, I don't know. Am I scared? Yeah. How do I feel about having the Parkinson's? Bloody angry. Do I let that control me, consume me? Absolutely not. I take that anger and I channel it, and hopefully what will happen is it will make a difference and maybe lead to something truly great for everyone who has Parkinson's. Who knows? And that's me.